Because a car alarm went off all night. See you later. Hi friends, let's take a look at LINK. We're going to take a look at LINK versus the Bitcoin, LINK versus the USD coin. What have we got on the go? Well, to be perfectly honest with you, the price action is the same as it has been over the last few days. Are we going to see this turn around at 786? The price action has not been the same. You know, it's evolving and continuing on, but the technical analysis, on the back of it's been the same. Are we going to see it turn around at 786 Fibonacci retracement here, or are we going to have to go all the way down, have 100% retrace, and ask the question about whether or not we're getting a lower low in here? Overall, this is going to be determined more, I think, by the Bitcoin price action than necessarily by the LINK price action right now. And I'm not going to spend very much time on this chart today in terms of the Bitcoin one, because other than to say essentially we're in a downward trend, and since up here in this downward trend, it's not been bullishly divergent. Going down to the 4-hour time frame, you've still not actually got that bullish divergence that you'd want to see happening here for it to turn around. So it's still not quite happening on that front. And we're going to dive over to the dollar prices, because if there's going to be something that turns around the Bitcoin prices there, it's either going to be a drop in the price of Bitcoin itself or a jump in the price of the dollar one. In this upward trend here, it was bearishly divergent. We have this channel area, which you could also redraw in various different ways, and we also have essentially this consolidation type period perhaps happening in this last wee while, or indeed we perhaps have a downward channel happening as part of this, a fallen wedge. Sorry, not a downward channel, a fallen wedge. This particular fallen wedge pattern would be statistically more likely to break out bullishly, which is a good thing, and considering that it ties in with the bottom side of this channel, our support. So we could see things come around to turn around here. Has this bearish divergence played out to the extent that we've come down as far as 350 area and then come back up again, and that will, let's just look at 370 as being our Alamo, or not our Alamo, but our risk management point in terms of this coin. I'm going to really keep this video really brief. Go ahead, watch yesterday's video, watch any other videos. They've got the price action and all the rest of it, and the technical analysis hasn't changed. 370 has been regained by us in the last day. That's good to see. Want to see that continue to be the case. Should we get a breakout from this, then I suppose the top side targets you're looking towards got to be realistically $4, and anything above that is going to be considered to be greedy at the minute. But if you did want to be greedy, then you could look to 420. If we break down out of this thing, out of the channel, then a fake out could take us down as far as 350 again, and which would be the bottom of this wedge, and where the my adjusted 21 EMA at 29 there. Please watch the Bitcoin video where I explain what I'm doing there in that sense today. Is coming in at, and if we then break out from that wedge, well, you can see that the move would take us down to perhaps where this blue line is at 325, and then beyond that to 315, and those would be my targets to down and upside, with my sort of pivot point and risk management area in the meantime here at 370 that I'm keeping an eye out for. Just incidentally, by the way, I've changed these two numbers to 280 instead of 200 on the simple, and 70 instead of 50 there, and that's what I explained that in enough detail on the other video for you to see why, and little things like, for instance, this here is in golden cross style conditions. Over here, if I change it back to 50 and 200 here, so you can see the difference between them. You can see we had this death cross and then this golden cross, and then we came in and we got a kiss here quite close, and it's been recovered, and all that's very good, and we've spoken about all this enough recently anyway for that to be covered, and all that. But that there is kind of giving false signals, is essentially what I'm kind of getting at. And if you change it instead to being the traditional market setup equivalent, because they don't have weekends, they have weekends, they don't have 24/7 price action, you can see that this is actually how it is throughout this entire time, and instead it'd be, if the prices did drop down, I'd be looking towards this, which is the 70, but I'd call it the 50 simple in terms of drop downs at $3.17 as being my sort of like major pivot point in terms of this. Of course, that would be a measured move off the back of this thing, this rising wedge here, which we've broken out of, in a sense, but all we've done is go sideways since coming out of this area, and maybe I suppose this could be reconsidered overall, as now having, as we so often do on the channel, by the way, like and subscribe. Do you see how that wedge, which was a wedge, which got a fake out instead of a breakout, we didn't get the measured move off the back of it, what's it done? It's converted it into a channel. Voila, that's a Rocky Outcrop classic for you there. So anyway, like, subscribe, I'll catch you in the next episode.